Good morning, boys. Welcome back to another tube. Say hello, Ted. Good lad, he's actually waiting to go on a walk. But yeah, welcome back to another tube. Today we have got a full rest day in the life. So today is Wednesday. Obviously, Wednesday is a rest day for me from the gym. As you'll have seen this morning, I've had the usual morning routine. Get up, I think it was about 6:30 or something, I can't remember now. Weigh in, come downstairs, hydrate, caffeinate. I had a black coffee, but then I realised I had a Red Bull in the fridge, so I actually threw that coffee away and I went with the Red Bull instead, because it's nice and cold and it's buzzing. But today is a new low of the diet, 66.2. I think that's 0.4 down from yesterday. And today we've got the rest day slog again of 1,000 calories. And if you haven't seen the 1,000 calorie full day of eating, go back a couple of videos and get that watched, because that goes through every single meal. I will probably still show you a few meals today because I'm going to have to pad this video out a little bit. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, because with a rest day, there's obviously not too much to go through. So the time is currently 8:15. I've had a little bit of a slower morning, to be fair. Usually I get up first thing and I'll go for a walk with the dog, but with my hay fever currently, I've been wanting to have my tablet, give it a couple of hours before I go out, otherwise the hay fever is really bad. So I've had my tablet, hydrated, and I've just cracked on with some work this morning. So I've got a couple of check-ins done, which I might actually show you today, to be fair. So if we flip this round. So first up, Libby here. Libby, I've been coaching Libby now for, Jesus, probably coming up to a year. I can't actually remember, but we are 8 weeks into a reversal phase. So we dieted, we pulled her body weight down, I think around 9 kilos off the top of my head. We got her into a perfect position in terms of where she wanted to be body fat wise, and then from there she obviously got a holiday booked, and she is going away this month. So for the last 8 weeks, what we've been doing is a bit of a maintenance phase. So we pretty much wanted to hold the body weight she was at, because we knew that was her sort of favourite look. So we wanted to hold the body weight, but we wanted to get her food up so we could start increasing training performance again, and just get her in general just feeling better. She still felt good at the end of the diet. We could have pushed for more, but we were happy with where she was at, and most importantly, she was happy with the body fat levels that she was at. So there was no real reason to push any further. So since then, 8 weeks. Over that 8 weeks, we've just been adding food in pretty much every single check-in, and she's now eating around 700 calories more on a training day, and I think about 500 more on her rest day, and body weight hasn't moved at all. So a very, very productive reversal phase there for Libby so far. And as I said, she's going away the end of this month, and then when she gets back, we'll be pushing into a very, very steady gaining phase and trying to stay in that for a decent amount of time, to slap on as much new muscle tissue, especially towards the lower body. Obviously she's a female, so she wants to have a very developed lower body, if that's the right way of putting it. Second one I did was Nathan, big Nathan Hall. He's a bit of a giant. He's like 6'6", 6'5". So Nathan has been working with me for, I think, around 12 weeks now. And basically his goals were to get leaner, which is exactly what we have done. I think he's approaching 10 kilos down now, which is good. Obviously we've had a holiday in there as well to Bali. And he has just come off the back of a deload. So he was deloading last week because we were noticing he was getting quite fatigued. So I thought, okay, let's deload, let's nip it in the bud, let's get him fresher. And this week he's dropped 1 kilo, which is absolutely great, which just goes to show if you are feeling pretty fatigued, it's not always a case of trying to work through that fatigue. Sometimes you are actually fatigued, so you need to back away. So the 5 days off the gym has worked wonders. He mentioned his check-in, he's much fresher. He's feeling a lot better in himself, which is great. And now we're pushing on for this last stint of fat loss. We want to get it wrapped up in the next 2 to 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And then we'll be going into a reversal and looking to put on a lot of muscle tissue, because I said to him when he started, you are 6'5", when we diet down, you're not going to look how you want to look. You're not going to have that much muscle. Obviously, he's got such a big frame that he needs to fill out. So he needs a productive gaining phase, which is exactly what we're going to do. And then we'll diet again for next summer. But yeah, around 10 kilos down, which is sick. And yeah, some manipulations today to his food. So we've lowered his food slightly on his training day and rest day, and cardio as well. We've increased that only by a couple of minutes across each session, just to try and drive that deficit a little bit more and get this fat loss phase wrapped up as quickly as possible. So that's what I've been doing this morning. As I said, it's 8:20, and now I'm going to take the dog out and get a decent chunk of steps in. So as I said, this video might be a little bit all over the place, but I'm actually really enjoying making the YouTubes at the minute. So I'm just trying to pick up the camera when I can, and you'll just have to bear with me on today's video. It might not be great, but hopefully I can give you some value into what I do within the day. So I'm going to take the dog, and when I get back I'm going to prep some food, so I will pick the camera up when I do get home. Right, that is morning routine boxed off. It's 10 AM, so I've obviously got up, weighed in, hydrated, caffeinated, walked, a good amount of check-ins done, showered, freshened up, and now it is finally time for meal one, which again, if you've watched the full day of eating, you'll probably know what this is, but I'm going to chef it up, and then I will show you the finished product once it's made. And boys, today I can tell it's going to be a rough day because I am incredibly hungry already, and obviously today's a 1,000-calorie day. So yeah, chef up meal one now, and I'll show you the finished product because it's pretty bossing. Here we have it, meal number one of the day. As I said, it's 10:15 now, but we have an omelette, and it consists of 2 eggs, 2 slices of ham, and 20 grams of reduced fat cheese. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit naughty. I'm also gonna have my meal 5. I'm gonna split up today. So I've got my whey paste from meal 5 here. I'm gonna have that now as well because I'm pretty hungry. And then the fruit that I have in that meal 5, I'm just gonna put with one of my other meals, and the dark chocolate as well with my last meal. So I'm actually just gonna have 4 meals today. And this just allows them to be a little bit more padded out and a little bit more filling. But I was just thinking whilst I was making this about how peak like off season last push up, so a couple of months ago, this meal was exactly the same as this, but I also had 2 bagel thins and I had 4 crumpets as well, with like 50 gram of jam. And at the time I just thought, oh yeah, it's alright, I can't really be bothered. But honestly, I would kill someone to probably eat that right now. But yeah, slightly frustrating, but if we can get this diet wrapped up soon, which we will be doing over the next few days, get the reversal going, we'll be back there in no time, but it's just a little bit frustrating. Anyway, gonna eat this, put on a bit of YouTube and just have 15 minutes just sat chilling, because obviously today, so far, yeah, I've been sat down, but I've not had any time to just relax. So 15 minutes, and then we will be off to the office. So I will pick the camera up again when I'm at the office. Yo, family. Hey Joe, you can update the vlog on what we've been cracking on with.
We've just been chefing up some reels, which should be coming out probably by the time this is coming out as well. But the camera started getting really hot, so that was a bit annoying. So I'm going to edit them now, and I've got 2 calls, and you've got to go feed your dog. So, cooking.
I've actually, this is like the worst video I think I've ever recorded. I just keep forgetting I'm meant to be recording, and it's just been a bit washed.
Day in the life.
Well, DITL.
POV, your online coach.
I think literally the last clip I recorded was, what time is it? At like 9:30. Well, I haven't really done much, to be honest. Literally arrived, filmed the reels, sat down, now I'm going to edit reels, so I'll probably just leave this clip here.
Yeah.
And I'll see you when I'm
doing some interesting.
Scranning a meal. As you can see, change of location once again. We're back home, so basically I needed to come back. It's 2 o'clock. I needed to come back to let the dog out, and I need to take him on a walk, and I also need to prep some food because for the rest of the day, until probably 7:30, 8ish, I'll be back at the office, so I needed to come back and get everything sorted for that. Usually I'd just prep everything and I'll have stayed at the office just all day today, but obviously with the dog I needed to let him out, so that's why I have mainly come back. But meal 2 is going to go in now. Again, if you'll watch the full day of eating, again if you haven't, go and freaking watch it. It is literally 250 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt, 10 grams of whey mixed in there, and then 100 grams of blueberries. So I'm going to scran this down, and then I'm going to get on with meal prepping, which I will show you because I'm going to give you a little hack. So yeah, let me scran this and we'll catch up when I'm meal prepping. Right boys, meal prep 101. So if you're someone who's busy or you haven't got much time, like me, especially this week, obviously I'm back and forth quite a lot with the dog and to the office, etc. Obviously meal prep is absolute key. So this is exactly how I am going to make 2 meals in one go, basically. I feel like this is just like common knowledge, but I also think a lot of people don't know. So first things first, my last 2 meals of the day are both the same. 100 grams of veg, 150 grams of chicken. So 200 grams of mixed veg into a pan, boil some water on the hob. Easy as you like. That's your veg sorted. You can leave it there. You don't have to do anything with it. You can leave it for 10 minutes. Then, second ingredient of meals 3 and 4 is 150 gram of chicken. So in this bowl here, I've got 300 grams of chicken in the bowl. From there, you're going to get some seasonings. So I've got salt here. So I'm going to whack plenty of salt on there. Then also, thumbnail. Also, you need some sort of nice seasoning. So this is called chicken seasoning. My girlfriend actually put me on this, sorry. I don't really know where you get it from. I'm guessing like Aldi. So you get this, again, it's rocket science. Sprinkle it on all over, just like so. And from there, you put your seasonings to the side. Fork, give it a good mix with the fork. So the seasoning is covering all of the chicken. There we go, nice and simple. From there, you need an air fryer. So if you've not got an air fryer, get a bloody air fryer. And then, all I want you to do, 2 pieces of tin foil, and you're going to spread the chicken evenly out onto either piece of the tin foil. So here's my chicken for both meals, 150 there, and then 150 here. Right, important tip coming up. So when you put your chicken in the air fryer, what I want you to do, I don't know if you can see that, let me just move you down. What I want you to do is you need to make sure that the chicken is wrapped up like it's a Christmas present. So fully cover it up like so. You see there, that is completely wrapped up and ready to go. Same again with this one, wrap up. Bosh. And that is that. So this could go in the air fryer 25 minutes. That can boil for 10 minutes. And whilst that's doing that, I can take the dog, who is currently waiting for me to drop some chicken. I can take him for a walk, and then I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So these are going to go in the air fryer. Now I'm going to go for a walk and I will show you the finished product when I get back. And here we bloody have it, lads. There's the veg for the 2 meals, and the main event, the chicken. I don't know if you can see that, but the juices in there are going absolutely crazy. So that's how you meal prep, time efficient. I managed to take the dog in that time and change my t-shirt. So all done in about half an hour, which is so ideal because now I can just go straight back to work. And when I was in off-season gaining phase, obviously I was having carbohydrates with this, and it used to be rice. So if you're in a gaining phase and you're having rice, you need to get yourself one of those bad boys. So that is a rice cooker, and again, if I was in a gaining phase now and I needed to repeat that process, chuck the rice in the rice cooker when you put the air fryer on, and that'd be done about the same time as well. So very, very easy, very, very simple, and that's it, job done. So I'm going to cut the chicken up now, put it in to the 2 meals, and then my head is gone today, and then we will be back to work. So I'll see you later on.
Leo Wood's tube takeover by me. I don't know if bro's updated you, to be honest, so I'm gonna have to do it for him because he's pretty washed right now about making these day in the life tubes. So let me show you what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's doing cardio right now. Let's have a look. Tube takeover, mate. You forgot to log your cardio.
Face, mate.
I'm pretty sure he's doing 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. He'll probably tell you this afterwards, but hey ho. Leo, we'll see you in the next clip.
Yo boys, low-key forgot to film anything from like this afternoon onwards, which is not ideal. I think HL, I was on a Stairmaster and HL shoved a camera in my face, so I'm guessing he was recording for me for the tube because he realised I'd not picked the camera up. But anyway, it's been a productive day, a long day. Feels like I've not done much, but I've been busy all day doing something, so it's a bit of a weird feeling. So yeah, I finished off the evening with a one-to-one PT with one of my online clients, which was good. And then 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, which was not so fun. But yeah, that's all done now. It is quite late actually, 20 past 7. So it just goes to show my day started at 6:30. It's now 20 past 7. I've only just stopped doing work, if you like. So it is a very long day, but I fucking love it, which is great. So I'm going to end the video here because I'm literally just going to go home now, prep all my food for tomorrow, and then repeat the same thing again. So that's pretty much what coaching life is. But yeah, thank you for watching. Share it to your story if you've got this far, please, and like, subscribe and comment as well. So yeah, see you in the next one.